I don't know if it's picked up on this microphone, but the state that my car's in right now is not very happy. My car's not happy that I'm driving it. It's not happy that it's being driven. It's not doing well. And, you know, the car is taken care of to the degree that I would say most people take care of their cars who aren't very interested in cars and don't know pretty much anything about cars. They know you gotta fill it up with oil, you gotta check this, you gotta check that, all the basics, very basics. I do that. But the reason it's not very happy right now is because my car requires a bit of time to warm up. A bit of time for the temperature gauge thing on the right to go from C to in the middle, in between cold and hot. But this morning, I was pulled over by a policeman on my way to work. Actually, right outside my work, right before I turned in to go up the road to go to work. And turns out my tabs are expired by a month. So what I'm doing now is, as soon as I got off work at 4, I got in my car, and right after I turned the ignition, as soon as I heard the engine go, as soon as I heard it go vroom, meaning the car is actually ready to go, I just put it in reverse, backed out, and just started going. Fuck warming up, I just gotta go, because I'm a little annoyed, and I don't want to deal with it, and I'm just let's go. This week is not going great so far. It's only a Tuesday, and I'm already this riled up and shit. I don't know. I'm driving a car that makes so much goddamn noise. You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. This is something that I've been thinking about a little bit lately. My friend Sean, and my friend Rowan, and my friend Nick, and my friend Molly, they all have this plan to all move out together, including me, sometime in the middle of this year. And I messaged Sean yesterday saying there's something new that with me about the whole moving out idea. And it is that I don't want to sleep next to a freeway. Meaning the sound of a freeway, it's just a constant it's constant. Doesn't matter the time of day. The only time it stops is when it snows a lot. That's it. And we got our snow for the year. We had our snow for the year, and then I gotta wait for 2 years. And then I'll get snow again. That's how it works in Washington. At least in the Seattle area. But so yeah, I've just been getting tired of the freeway noise constantly, And it's also made me think, or made me realize that I might have tinnitus. I might, honestly, no joke, because I have a constant ringing sound constantly. And it could be, I have it constantly. There's constantly a ringing sound in my head and on my ears. If I plug my ears, it's still there. If it's nighttime and it's pitch black, I'm in bed, and it's fucking, I don't know, the darkest of the nighttime, and it snows, so even the freeway is quiet, I still hear a ringing sound. I don't know if silence is a thing, because, alright, I know silence is a thing. You go into a soundproof room. I've been in one of those. My friend Darby, he does voice acting, and I went in his little booth that he does voice acting in. The entire thing is covered in soundproofing paneling and all that stuff. So I go in there, it's quiet. There's no sound that goes in there. So I've been in silence before, but I never hear it because I have this little ringing going on constantly. And I was thinking about that, and like maybe that is a factor in why I like the type of music I like. You know, a lot of the music I like is very, 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 very loud, very overblown, very overdriven, very distorted. So, you know, it's also very fast, very, you could say chaotic, very all this stuff. You know, extreme, hardcore, all that jazz. Like, I don't know, maybe I like that type of music because it's just constant noise, and I'm always hearing constant noise. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a good sound. That happens sometimes. That's a good one. Yeah. And you know, the one other thing that's really annoying about this car, and it's not even the car itself, it's stuff inside the car. It's the amp I have in my trunk. There you go. That goes to the subwoofer and the 2 speakers, or the 4 speakers, technically, on either side of my car. There's a wire, and I think it's a wire. I think it's a faulty wire, but I'm not 100% certain. And I've looked, I've checked, I've tried, but my car does this thing to where when music's playing, the right side of the car will just kind of, it won't cut out audio, but it's like a super aggressive high pass filter to where it won't play anything like underneath, say, like 15,000 hertz or something. So, you know, I get to hear hi-hats, and that's it. Hi-hats and crashes, and that's it. And then, so only the left side of the car has, you know, you can hear anything, and it goes in and out. That's the most annoying thing, is when it's not like, all right, the right side's just not working. If it was that, I would have accepted it and would be fine. I would not be so upset. But no, it's just constantly, every once in a while, it'll be fine for weeks on end, and then randomly, just in the middle of a song, in the middle of nothing discernible is happening that hasn't happened prior, you know. It'll just kind of cut out on the right, and then come back in, and then cut out, and then come back in, and then it's just like, holy shit. It's like you're wearing headphones, but someone's putting their ear underneath the headphone muff and just going in and out and in and out. And it's like you're messing with the, stop it! Just either fucking stop working or work! What's happening? And I honestly think it's just a faulty wire. I think it's just something like that. And so I went back there, I stripped the wire, and I re-stripped it essentially. I put the new part in, and I turned the knob, and blah ba da boopy da bop. It just does it sometimes. Alright. I don't know where else to go with this. Right, I'm going to get my tabs renewed. And, you know, I think it could be that I am so... It could be that because I'm so uneducated in so many common knowledge, social shit, societal stuff, that it could be that reason why I think tabs are stupid. You could say that. And you know what? I would grant you that, sure. Yeah, you're right. I am not educated in this. I don't fucking remember anything from high school. I also have very radical views on things. And one of those is that I think tabs are dumb. I don't like them. I think it's stupid. And it goes further than that. I think the fact that you have to get a piece of paper and all this bullshit to own a car is just stupid. Because what happens if you build a car all by yourself and then you take it on the road? Well, you can't do that because it's illegal. Like, all right, that's weird. Okay, what if I get ownership of the car? All right, right. So, I have the piece of paper that says I own the car. Can I drive it? No. What? What? Why? Well, you don't have insurance. Okay. How much is insurance? It's like $100, $200 a month just to drive your car. And that's how I see it. I do not see insurance as, well, it's for protection. It's insurance. It's in case something happens. You've paid an amount, monthly to this insurance company that if you get in an accident, since you've paid this amount, you're covered. Your tire. See, this is just how uneducated I am with it. I get the concept of insurance. I understand the concept of insurance. I think the fact that it's required is stupid. Well, it's for safety. It's not only for your safety if you get in an accident, but it's also for other people's safety too. Because who's to stop someone from taking a car and running it into someone else? Just for the fun of it! That doesn't happen. That wouldn't happen. I honestly believe it wouldn't happen. And that could be me having faith in something that's silly, that people are like, nah, that would totally happen, because the one thing that's stopping me from killing someone with my car is insurance. That's it. I don't want to have to pay the money. So that's why I don't kill people with my car, because I don't want to pay money. That's the reason. If that's the reason, you shouldn't drive ever. Ever. I think if you believe that that's the reason why insurance, that's why we need insurance, then you shouldn't drive your car. You shouldn't. Why? Why should I have to be punished? Why can't I drive the car? Because I believe other people will kill people with their car, and the only reason that's stopping them from doing it is because a piece of paper, is because of insurance, it's because of money. Why? That doesn't make sense. Well, same with the other fucking thing. That doesn't make sense either. A 2-hour limit for the shopping center parking only, 2-hour limit center parking lot. Alright. I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna get my fucking tabs now.